Welcome to the Six Hockey pregame show. I'm Thomas West alongside Liam Crothers for tonight's matchup, which is the Toronto Titans versus the Toronto Marlies. This Marlies team is physical. They're tough to play against. What do the Titans need to do to get by the Marlies tonight?
It'll be a fun matchup because you mentioned the Marlies' physicality. They like to get into the dirty areas, but those Toronto Titans, they're tenacious in their own right. They don't shy away from fishing pucks out of the corners. It'll be a fun matchup.
Well, let's take a look at some of the forward lines to watch tonight. We'll start with the Toronto Titans. Who you have your eye on in terms of the top forward line for the Titans?
Alex Weiermeyer stands out anytime he's on the ice. Tremendous puck handler. He's a great playmaker, and he wins faceoffs too. It's not always an attribute we talk about in the GTHL, but he's always reliable when you need a draw to go your way. Denver Barkey, one of his line mates, a smaller guy. He's not going to wow you with his size, but he will wow you with his skill and his tenacity. He finds himself in front of the net more often than not. And Cain Tucker, a great complement to those two players. He's tenacious. He gets into those dirty areas. He can fish the puck out, and if the puck ends up on his stick, he's got a pretty good shot too.
And the forward lines as well of the Toronto Marlies, a strong suit for them, but who do you have your eye on for them?
Ryan Nichols is the guy that stands out in this group for me. He's a high-skill player. He can create offense by himself, coming over the blue line. He's got a great set of hands, sets up himself in two-on-one scenarios against the defense. Chase Coughlan is a consistent player. He plays a good 200-foot game. He'll go both ways, plays defense as well as offense, and does so capably. And Jonathan Castagna, he's offensive-minded, and he is able to fish the puck out for some of those players in the forward group as well.
And Ryan Nichols is a bit of an underrated player for this Toronto Marlies team, but he's a guy who they kind of rely on for the offense. He's got great hands, a skilled player. Do you see him being an impact player tonight?
I do, and I think it's a testament to his skill that the coach doesn't play him with a player like Colby Barlow or anything like that, because he knows that that individual talent can shine through on a line that isn't as deep as necessarily some of these other Marlies lines.
Well, let's take a look at some of the defensive lines to keep your eye on tonight. We'll start with the Toronto Titans. Who are you watching tonight?
James Petrovsky is the guy that steps up for me. He's just massive on the ice. Anytime he's out there, you can see him from a mile away, number 71. He's a complete defenseman, and he's got a heavy shot, too. He'll put that puck on net from the blue line a ton in this game. Ian Gedney's defense partner, he's defensively responsible, and that's not to say that Petrovsky isn't, but Gedney's more defensive-minded. He's not going to take as many risks, and when he needs to fish the puck out of the corners and get it back down the other way, he's very creative with what he can do.
On the other side for the Marlies, who's their go-to defensive line?
Francesco Delecce and Michael Lim are two very capable defenders. Delecce is defensive-minded, and he's steady. He doesn't really make any mistakes, won't get caught out of position too much. Michael Lim is more offense-forward, though. They're both capable of holding the blue line, but Lim is going to be the guy that takes the shot after Delecce keeps it from exiting the zone.
And it's not always going to be offense we see from that line from Im and Delecce, but defense is important in these games, and boy, they can sure keep the puck out of the back of the net.
Oh man, and they work so well together. You see 40 and 44 come out on the ice, and you know that your scoring opportunities are going to dry up pretty quickly.
Let's take a look at the starting goalies now. We'll start with Ethan Kowach on the side of the Titans. He's a great player and regarded as one of the top goalies in the GTHL.
A ton of talent for this guy, going both ways, going right to left and left to right. His blocker is strong, but that glove side is really what makes him special. And his work along the ice is great too. He's able to stretch himself out and take away a lot of the net. Has a knack for the spectacular. He'll make a glove save or two that'll make you go wow in every single game he plays.
And for the Marlies, who we got between the pipes tonight for them?
It'll be Joey Costanzo, and we've talked about him before. He's got a lot of talent. He's a guy who steady in the net, and he wears his heart on his sleeve. He's got a lot of emotion, and that's always fun to see, and it's a rallying force for this Marlies team if he can make a couple of big saves.
Well, we are looking forward to this matchup tonight. That's our time here on the GTHL pregame show. Thomas West and Liam Crothers. We will join you very shortly on the call for this one. The Titans and the Marlies. We'll see you in a bit. Welcome inside the Scotiabank Pond, the Toronto Marlies versus the Toronto Titans. I'm Thomas West alongside Liam Crothers, and another game, two top teams in the GTHL going head-to-head, Liam.
A lot of offensive talent for both sides and some defensive talent as well. I'd say that the Marlies hold the advantage in terms of blue line, but it's going to be a fun game nonetheless because both of these teams are capable of scoring, and we're going to see how each fares against the other.
It should be interesting as we get a redo right off the bat. High-scoring offenses from both of these teams, and we're underway here. Beginning of the first period, right off the bat, a shot there on Kooukouves, and he'll make the save. Early action for him, though.
Right, and it'll be Ethan Kooukouves in net already getting some action on the other side. It'll be Joseph Costanzo, both #1 goaltenders between the pipes for this game.
Face-off is won by the Marlies. Throwing back around, pinned to the boards now in the corner. Back out to the point there. Shot, that one just goes high and wide. Hagiwara was in front of the net trying to put a tip on that one. Kept it at the line though. Crashing the net there is Hagiwara. He's going to take out Ethan Kooukouves, and the net's going to come off. So we're probably going to get a face-off outside the zone now.
Yeah, it looked like Yianni got into his man Hagiwara there, and you know, fortunate for Kooukouves, doesn't look like any damage has been done, but Hagiwara trying to retrieve some paraphernalia. He's got to pull the stick out from between the pads, and Kooukouves looks like he's okay. We'll get a restart here on his left side.
So Ethan Kooukouves is the starting goalie for the Titans. He plays almost every game for this team, and the Titans certainly rely on him, but the biggest thing on him is if he's consistent, he's been good, but the consistency has just been the only real problem. He's a fantastic goalie, one of the top goalies in the GTHL, as he sees that puck fire just wide of his left ear there. Stevens trying to hold the puck in and not quite able to do that. It pops back out from the blue line. KOUKOUVES chasing it into the corner. Throwing that one back to the point. Backhand shot. Looking for a man there. Potential 2-on-1 developing now for the Marlies. Pass to the middle and it's cut off. Nice defensive play there. Brooks with a nice stick cutting off the passing lane. Tied up in the corner. And the arm of the referee is up. And we'll see what's the penalty here.
Well, I'm not sure, but as we wait to find out who's going to the box, it appears, well, from what I saw there, I'm not sure, but regardless, a very good effort from Chase Coughlan to be able to move in. We've seen that so many times. He comes in on that left side with speed and he tries to open himself up for a shot. And Mitchell Brooks, a player that for the Toronto Titans, gets a lot of admiration for the way he plays offensively, but I thought right there he did a great job of putting the stick in the lane and trying to cut off that shot.
So Ryan Nichols has just left the rink for the Marlies. I believe that was Nichols. And there's 4 minutes now on the penalty clock.
As we await a fourth Marley player to jump on the ice here, just a 5-on-4 man advantage, but for 4 minutes. So the Toronto Titans with an early opportunity here to try to pot one past Costanzo in order to get themselves off on the right foot. And that's definitely the pace you want to set, because in a game like this, the team that scores first is going to carry a lot of momentum.
Puck played out to the middle. Dangerous area there for Petrovsky, who really runs this power play. 4 minutes to work here for the Titans. Barkey puts it down low. Weremare. And that one's just going to kick out over the stick of Petrovsky as he'll throw it over to an open wing. Play back, trying to reset in their own zone. Kobe Barlow on the penalty kill here. One of the top offensive players, but he can also kill a penalty for you, which is a valuable attribute. And a guy who's really in the running to go first overall in the upcoming OHL draft, which it'll be interesting to see where he lies in that, but definitely a fantastic player, a good all-around player, great shot. And this power play now starting to develop a little bit here for the Titans. Brought in. Getting decked there in the corner is Weremare. Played back down low once again. Working with the puck to the point. Petrovsky, and he has that one hop over his stick. Always dangerous on the ice. Alex Weremare and Barkey as well. They play fantastic together down low, but they're just trying to set something up right now. Barkey working his way into the zone, trying to find a little bit of space. Breaks through. Throws it over to the point. Set up at the point now. Zachary Sandu taking his man out at the corner. Shot to the middle, and Sandu is just able to clear that one out of harm's way. To the point once again. Petrovsky throws it to an open wing. Just held in at the line there. That was Gilmore, but the puck is going to be chipped out and all the way back down the ice. Petrovsky going for a change now. Switching up the power play unit. Still lots of time to go in this power play. Remember, a 4-minute power play. KOUKOUVES in front of the net. Looking for the tip. Gets it. Costanzo, and a big pad save there. Puck is fired around the boards all the way back to the point. D to D now. Set up in the zone are the Titans. Puck into the corner now. They're probably looking to get something to the front of the net. Can they do it here? Puck into the corner. Back to the point now. Shot there. And a deflection in front of the net. It was Downey. Costanzo will give him a nudge out of his crease. Downey looking for a tip again. Allowed to just stand all alone there in front of the net. And really creating havoc for Costanzo. Petrovsky throws that one all the way into the corner. Now he gets it back. Fires a shot from the point. Costanzo's got it. And they'll cover.
Be about 2 minutes and 14 seconds left on this man advantage. And Joey Costanzo to this point has faced a lot of traffic. You know, that's no secret because of the man advantage that the Titans have been working with, but he's been good to this point. Obviously, nothing past him to this point. And I mean, I think he's going to have to continue to play well as this game evolves because we know how often the Marlies can take penalties, and we've seen that so far in this game.
And Downey in front of the net, one of those guys that creates a lot of havoc in there. Edward Downey really establishing himself. He's not the biggest guy, but boy, he was a presence in front of Costanzo there as the puck is just wide and an offensive zone face-off on the penalty kill for the Marlies.
You mentioned Downey. His teammates rave about how hard of a worker he is. He's a great guy to have in the room, and that's always someone that the coach can rely on to do whatever you need, whether that be killing penalties, whether that be operating in the offensive zone. He's one of those guys that's very, very versatile.
Down low, Petrovsky will pick it up. Castagna forechecking on the power play. Puck is going to be flipped and into the zone finally. Weiermeyer works it to the point. Petrovsky over to Barkey. Barkey gets it back to Petrovsky. Rips a shot. Pad save there by Costanzo. In the corner. Battle for the puck. Down goes a Toronto Marlie there. The puck might be under them. We'll see if they can get that one loose, and they can. Played right across, centering pass. Weiermeyer and another whistle. This faceoff's going to come outside the zone.
And the referee indicating a high stick there. And so far, this has been a good pace. And head coach Cain TUCKER for the Toronto Titans emphasizes one word: compete. He wants that to be the rallying cry on the bench and in the dressing room. All of his players are going to work extremely hard along the wall, and we saw an example of it there down in the offensive zone.
Face-off won by the Titans. A minute to go here in this long double minor power play. Back into the zone once again. Trying to spin and fire a shot off there. Puck is going to be cleared all the way down the ice. Might be a bit of an offensive zone opportunity here for the Marlies shorthanded. Instead, they'll just kill that one off. Coughlan will throw that one behind the net. A couple of nice clears on this power play. And they've just about killed it off. 37 seconds to go. Puck is going to be flipped out once again. Thrown around, down low. Radif battling for the puck. And Zuchet comes away with it. Trying to kick that puck out of the zone. Can he do it? No, not quite. All the way back around. 16 seconds to go in the power play. And that's just about going to mark the end of a long penalty kill for the Marlies, who have been tested early but have done a fantastic job in that department so far.
And that's a very important penalty kill. Get yourself in trouble with a double minor very early on, but that is a big momentum swing because you've killed off that opportunity, and now you've got the chance to create some offense 5-on-5.
Chance from the corner, centering pass just went by a forward stick there of the Toronto Titans as bowling over his man there. And another whistle.
Yeah, and Grisolia wasting no time as we're early on here, and as soon as that power play expires, he has no problem running over his man in the neutral zone. That is a tone setter of a hit.
Yeah, Christopher Grisolia is quite a goal scorer on this Toronto Marlies team. Another one of those guys who's a top prospect for the Marlies, looking to get drafted pretty soon. Puck is flipped up in the air, held in at the line. Shot there, and we're going to get a whistle. Nathaniel Adams out there, a call up for the Toronto Marlies, getting a little bit of ice time here in the first period.
We take a moment here. Face-off will come outside of the zone. Looked like the referee was indicating a hand pass.
Very fortunate there, I guess, for the Toronto Marlies, who have already had to kill quite a bit of penalty time off as the puck covered up there by Kowach.
Yeah, and they waste no time getting right back into the offensive zone. They figure, well, if we're going to bring ourselves out of it, why don't we just fire this puck back in and get a draw?
Kowach covering that one up. Costanzo at the other end, standing at 6'1" between the pipes. Pretty good height for a goalie. We see more and more goalies. That is a desirable attribute in the scouting department.
Yeah, well, very simply, if you're bigger, you take away more net and there's less to shoot at. You know, fundamentally, it's one of those things you can't teach height, and that is definitely a good asset for a goaltender to have.
But he's also very skilled. We've seen on many occasions he's got great rebound control, good on the glove and blocker side, but an overall very skilled goalie, one of the top goalies in the league, and the Marlies are certainly happy to have him. Grisolia working the puck down, trying to find some room to the middle, then fires that puck just wide of Kowach. Puck played all the way around. Suchet throws it up through the middle. That pass looking for KOUKOUVES, but missed him. Throwing all the way back down the ice. Battle for it in the corner. Comes behind the net. The battle continues as Hagiwara is trying to dig that puck free. And he's able to do it, winning that battle against Brooks. Now it's into the far corner once again, trying to work their way to the middle. Hagiwara. Throwing back to the point. Shot fired on. That one's just going to go. Rebound in front. Oh, what a save there. Still loose in the crease. And finally, Kowach will cover that one up. What a fantastic save.
An electric stop from Kowach, and we have definitely seen that before. Off of that initial save, he's able to move his body to put himself in a position to make that stop. We've seen before he kicks out the pad, and man, just a great effort there on the second shot to be able to stick the glove out, lay himself down, stop that puck, and then has the presence of mind as he's laying on his side to cover the puck up and get a change.
Well, it's safe to say this is one of those consistent days for Kowach, right?
Looks like it so far.
Played back through the center ice area. Puck is chipped up. Back into the offensive zone for the Marlies. Now back the other way. Behind the net of Costanzo. Battle for the puck. Trying to get that one back out to the point, but it's going to be picked up by Nathaniel Adams. Working his way through the neutral zone. Thrown through the center ice area. Toe drag move working to the middle. Shot there, scores! Chase Coughlan the goal. Backhand shot, and it gets past Kowach. 1-0 Marlies.
Yeah, and a quick backhander there from Coughlan. He might have caught Kowach there looking a little bit because it didn't seem like Kowach was really expecting that shot to go on the backhand. Tried to flick the glove out at the last second to make a stop, but I mean, just a tremendous effort from Coughlan to be able to pick his spot with the backhand like that, and to put that much force on a shot like that is really impressive.
That's a fantastic shot there, and kind of a sneaky release, you could say, on the backhand there from Coughlan. It certainly wasn't the hardest shot, but boy, did it ever catch Kowach off guard there. Nice assist as well by Nathaniel Adams, playing up today. Puck is played back in once again. Thrown back out, Downey working with the puck, flipped all the way back down. Kowach will just let that one go wide. Now he'll play it momentarily. Dangerous play there as Grisolia was bearing down on him. Puck behind the net. Spills around the boards. Robinson got that one up, and finally it's almost cleared out, not quite. In the corner once again. Throwing back out, Carey TERRANCE throwing that on the backhand. Marlies with a little bit of pressure now after that goal. Big hit at the blue line. Behind their own net, Carey TERRANCE playing that through the neutral zone now. An offensive attack once again, and taken away smartly. Petrovsky took that one away, and then a good outlet pass. All the way up the boards. Behind the net for the Marlies. Trying to get it out of their own zone now. They've struggled with that a little bit in the early goings. Play was offside, so the Titans had to go back and tag up. Now here comes an offensive rush back the other way for the Marlies. Trying to work some more time in the offensive zone. Play is in the corner. A battle for it. Who's going to come away with it? And finally, we're going to get a whistle.
And referee indicating a cross-checking penalty. So we'll see who he ushers to the box. And we wait to find out who's going to go to the man advantage here. And it appears to be a Marlies player. Is that Nichols again being ushered into the penalty box? Number 18? Entirely possible. Not sure, though. Don't quote me on it, but the referee indicated a cross-checking penalty down in that corner, and that's what the Toronto Titans are so good at. We've seen that before. They work so hard in the corners, but they keep it clean, and they can often lure their opponents into taking penalties.
Puck is played back into the corner once again. It may have been McDonald on the first penalty. It's hard to tell, but Nichols certainly took that one. It's right back out in front. Rebound! And a fantastic goal there. Mitchell Brooks picks up the loose puck and puts it in. And a power play goal for the Titans.
Well, as Barlow makes his way out of the penalty box and onto the bench, Mitchell Brooks wastes no time very early on in that power play. He's right out in front. That's where you need to be. It's a goal scorer's goal for Brooks. He's able to slide it past Costanzo. His teammates going over to pick him up. It's not necessarily his fault giving one up on the power play. He wasn't boxed out in the dangerous area. And just like that, we're tied up at 1.
Weiermeyer and Barkey get the assist. It was Barlow going to the box there. That would be a loss for the Toronto Marlies because he does play on their penalty kill, one of their best offensive players, but he's important on the penalty kill as well, and you know he's not out there to try and clear some of that bodies out from the front of the net, and just like that, it's a 1-1 game. 4:14 to go here in the first period. Another battle for it in the corner. It's Costanzo watches on. Played back the other way, throwing through the middle. Offensive zone opportunity here for the Marlies. Backhanded to the front of the net. Koukouves just watched that one go off the back of the net, wide of him. Back the other way and all the way down the ice. In the neutral zone once again. Grisolia working it up the boards. Can't quite keep possession of the puck. A battle for it once again. Play going through the neutral zone, and the arm of the referee is up. We're going to get another penalty here.
Yeah, and this one is an easy call. Brennan Gilmore on the trip. Nathaniel Adams goes down right in front of the official. Gilmore will be ushered to the box. And, man, after a really fast start, the play is ground to a halt with a couple of penalties. And, man, things can change very, very quickly.
There's Kobe Barlow going out to play on the power play. Careful of his one-time shot. He could really make up for that penalty he took earlier. With one shot, he's got a great one-timer. They love to set him up at the point. An Ovechkin style, except on the other side, of course. Played back. Barlow working with it. Hagiwara is in front of the net. Zuchet is trying to push him out of the way. Throwing down low once again, trying to find Hagiwara. Backhand pass to the middle. Rebound in front. Still loose. Shot from the point. Backhanded there. Oh, what a play there by Hagiwara and a goal. 2-1 Marlies. Hagiwara might have got that at a midair.
And an instant answer from the Marlies. That was a tremendous play from everybody involved on the offense. Just banging away at it, not giving the Titans a chance to rest. And on the rebound after a couple of shots, Hagiwara, it's another really nice backhand goal that we've seen from the Marlies in this game. And that is not easy to do in spite of what this Marlies team is making it look like.
Bertucci and Barlow assisting, and it was Koukouves doing pretty much everything he could do. Ethan Koukouves made a couple great saves, but there was just so many rebound opportunities for the Marlies there as the whistle. Costanzo couldn't quite throw that one out in time. 3:04 to go in the first period. A lot of offense so far.
Yeah, and the shots are 5-5, and so far the man advantage has proven to be the difference maker as the teams that have had the opportunities have definitely capitalized on the power play.
Grisolia tries to win that draw forwards. Now he's going to go chase it down, and the puck is finally going to be chipped out. Heads up play there by Grisolia to try and cut off the pass. Now a shot. Oh, that was just wide of the left elbow there from Costanzo. Played back once again. Offensive zone rush is stopped there on the defensive side of things for the Toronto Titans. They work in their own zone, throw it up through center ice, right to the middle. Backhand shot, rebound in front. Oh, Costanzo might have got down and got a pad there. KOUKOUVES was right on his horse, and What a pad save there, but I think we're getting another power play.
And it might have been Sandu on a check near the boards. We're going to find out here, though. There's some jarring with the referees. Not sure who's going to be ushered into the box. But there was a hit along the boards. Pretty dangerous, and they're trying to communicate with the ref either who had caused it or if it was retaliatory. Some gesturing towards the Toronto Titans bench from the Marlies players, just outside their own zone. Yeah, but to take nothing away, that was a tremendous save from Costanzo going to his right, and it's very important for a goaltender to be able to wrap his legs around the post, because in doing that, you seal up yourself, you stop yourself right where you need to be, and in doing so, you take away any opportunity for a player to slide the puck underneath you.
So Zachary Sandu was working his way to the penalty box, had 1 foot in the box, and then came back out. But I believe that hit was Sandu in the corner, if that is what the call was.
Yeah, and the Titans player appeared to be down on a heap for just a bit, and the referee's still trying to discuss things, make things clear to the Toronto Marlies as the draw will be taken in their own end.
Barlow and Bertucci out there on the power play, a couple top prospects on the Marlies. Boy, it must be tough to score when you got 2 skilled guys like that on the ice.
Oh yeah, just a ton of talent for both of these teams, and I mean, we've seen how effective both power plays can be. You don't want to go down a man because there's so much talent on both sides that, you know, if you give them the man advantage, it's likely that they're going to capitalize on it. Some jargoning going on here, trying to maybe establish a play off the defensive zone draw to try to kill off this penalty.
Yeah, but an opportunity here for the Titans. The Marlies have really been pressing offensively in this period. Got a lot of pucks to the net. Spent quite a bit of offensive zone time in the Titans zone. So a chance to maybe turn around some momentum at the end of the period. 2-1 Marlies. And this power play, should it go all the way to the end, will pretty much finish out the period. How about Costanzo between the pipes so far? He's made a couple fantastic saves.
Oh yeah, for sure. And as the game goes on and you get into the flow, you become more comfortable. You understand what you're capable of doing, and you become, you know, you steady yourself as the game goes along, and you face more shots. And we saw that earlier on the play just before the penalty was called, stretching himself across. That's something that the OHL is going to look for, that ability to make those big saves to keep your team in the game.
Deleche, Bertucci, Barlow out there, the usual suspects on the penalty kill.
You know, a lot of members of this Toronto Marlies team are capable of playing on both sides of the puck. Bertucci projected to be a top pick in the upcoming OHL draft, and there's a reason, because he is so good on that blue line, but he's also able to move the puck forward. And a stalwart for this Toronto Marlies team, Francesco Deleche, he is so good in his own end. A real stay-at-home defenseman. He can keep the puck in. He can get the puck out when he needs to. A really strong player. And, you know, there's just absolutely spoilt for talent are both of these teams. There's not necessarily any player you could put out there and say, well, maybe you should have gone with this guy. Maybe you should have gone with that guy. Because there isn't really a lack of depth at any position for both of these teams, especially the goaltenders, and we've seen that so far.
So the point, it looks like, will be Petrovsky and Gilmore running the power play for the Titans. The faceoff is won by the Toronto Marlies, fired all the way back out through center ice. Koach will see Petrovsky grab the puck back through center. And the zone has been established now by the Toronto Titans. Back to the point, Petrovsky. Weiermeyer working with the puck. Shoots! That one's looks like it went off his teammate Barkey in front of the net. Denver Barkey, keep an eye on him, number 93. He'll create a ton of havoc in front of the net. Not the biggest guy, but great chemistry, especially with Weiermeyer. Working the puck in the zone. Gilmore played to the point. Petrovsky trying to get it over for Weiermeyer, and that's going to be taken away. Potential 2-on-1 here for the Toronto Marlies. Not going to develop fully, but a chance to kill off a few seconds on the power play.
Petrovsky will kill the power play for them. Went into the corner there, and it looked like he cross-checked his man. I'm not sure if it'll be boarding or cross-checking, but that's not a great penalty to take. I mean, you've got a minute left in the man advantage, and your team is trying to get back in it, especially as one of the more important defensemen on this team. You go in there and you take a bad penalty, and you've really disadvantage your side here.
Yeah, it was going to be an opportunity for the Titans. Now it's going to be a minute power play kind of being divided between the first and second periods for the Marlies once this is killed off. So going to play a little bit of 4-on-4, I believe, here. Oh, no, it's still going to be a power play?
The Marlies need to,
yeah, it's 4-on-4. Okay.
Sure it's 4-on-4.
Yeah.
Maybe trying to sneak one past the referees, but
Yeah.
they're far too sharp.
That would certainly be a too many men on the ice penalty, as it's a pad save there by Kowacz. Played back right through the middle. Potential for another rush here for the Marlies. Spinning backhanded shot. Didn't get much on it there. As we're going to get another whistle. 1:22 to go in the first period.
Yeah, and you see that a lot in these games. These goaltenders are so strong when they move left to right. They've got great edge work. When they push across and they end up hitting the post, they tend to knock it off its moorings. That's how fast they're moving across, and that's how powerful their lower halves are.
Shot there high and wide of Kowacz. KOUKOUVES trying to get it out, turns it over. Played into the corner now. Grisolia. Oh, look at the hands on Grisolia there, keeping the puck on the boards. Now he'll play it back to an open man, Hagiwara. Working with the puck down low, losing it though. Puck is going to be flipped out. That one's going to get through and just out of the zone. Behind the net once again, Hagiwara looking for that one. Pass flipped just high of Costanzo there. 4-on-4 hockey, lots of open ice, good for the speedy guys. Grisolia is one of them, and here goes a forward for the Toronto Marlies once again. Grisolia in front of the net. Oh, he just couldn't find him. It was Hagiwara, I should say. Grisolia chasing that puck in the corner. Now it's played to the middle. Oh, another massive save there by Kowacz. Boy, he's been fantastic. Allowed 2 goals, but it could be much more if it wasn't for Ethan Kowacz between the pipes for the Toronto Titans. Grisolia bringing it right back in, trying to keep the pressure on, and that's going to do it for the first period. 2-1 shots on goal, pretty similar, but quite a few power plays in the first.
Yeah, and some undisciplined play from both sides, and we've seen some power plays awarded and power plays taken away by the same team. Some undisciplined play along the boards especially, but I mean, it's early yet, and hopefully the message on the bench is to settle things down. You know, both of these teams have played well, but I think the goaltenders for both sides have played a massive part in this, because without them, this game probably could have seen 4 or 5 more goals.
Yeah, and a lot of those goals coming right in front of the net. There's been a lot of traffic and a lot of rebounds, which is what both teams have really done well so far, but it kind of seems that Kowacz has just been more up to the task between the pipes.
Yeah, and it's early yet. Through 15 minutes, he's definitely looked like the stronger goaltender so far, but a lot of time left to play. We've got 15 minutes here in the second, and I'm excited to see who comes out with more intensity to start this period.
Yeah, that being said, he has let in 1 more goal, I guess, than Costanzo, but boy, it feels like it could be 4-1 or 5-1 if it hadn't been for a couple of just magnificent saves between the pipes for 32. Puck played behind the net. Bertucci trying to set something up here, and it's going to be a short power play for the Toronto Marlies, which is going to expire momentarily. Puck is hemmed in for a little bit. Colby Barlow bringing it back the other way. Barlow has Coughlan with him. Barlow fires a shot. Ooh, that one just went wide of the net. Maybe a toe there from Kowacz. Played behind the net, now all the way back out of the zone. The Toronto Marlies circling in their own zone. Still 4 guys out there for the Titans, killing this penalty. Behind the net, Bertucci playing it up. Penalty is now over. Kowacz is going to watch that one go wide, and it's going to be an icing call. Offensive zone face-off for the Titans. James Petrosky, another guy who's planning to go pretty high in the draft, and you know you can tell he's out there.
Always. He sticks out like a sore thumb. The kid is massive. He's so much bigger than the rest of his peers. And as I said before, you can't teach size. That is a really valuable asset to have. It's a question of being able to grow into his body and use his size effectively.
Especially on the Titans power play, that kind of runs through him as Barkey. Denver Barkey fires that one, tipped up in front, rebounded in the front of the net, and Costanzo, boy, he put that blocker save in a dangerous area in front, and KOUKOUVES was chasing down him. But they weren't able to put it in. Possession still with the Titans, working it through center. Denver Barkey loses that one back the other way, and a whistle. No penalty on the play, just an offside. On the far side there, face-off is won by the Titans. Play back in their own zone, cross seam pass all the way across. It was picked off by Coughlan. Now it's throwing back once again to the point. Barlow working with the puck. Gains the red line, fires a shot. That one just goes wide. Hagiwara on the shot. Down low, Hagiwara trying to collect that one. Coughlan in there as well. Played back to the point. Shot is flipped around. Kept in at the line by the Marley. Hagiwara will go back there to collect it. Trying to find a man. Puts it all the way back to the point, but it's going to be taken away once again by the Toronto Titans across the red line, gaining the offensive zone. Down low, picked up by Zachary Sandu. Took a penalty earlier on, but looking to make up for that there. See if he can't break his team in an offensive zone, and he does. Backhand shot. That one just goes wide there of Coach. Back the other way come the Titans. Looking to put the puck into the center, but a good defensive play there by Coughlan. Puck is pushed all the way back down. Coach not tested on that rush. Through the center ice area. A break, waiting for some teammates. Right to the middle, scores! Denver, Barkey. What a fantastic forehand, backhand move there. Flicks it up over Costanzo, and it's 2-2.
Showing off the hands, coming over the blue line, and a great setup pass by KOUKOUVES. Barkey goes from his left to his right, and he's able to slide it right past the goaltender. So far in this game, we've seen a lot of underappreciated play from the forwards and the defensemen in the neutral zone. That's where plays can develop. I mean, we've seen some forwards get in the way. They've cut off the passing lanes. They've played the body really well. And right there, another example of a play in the neutral zone leading to instant offense on the other end.
Versolia versus Brooks, two potential high draft picks taking the face off there. It was won by the Toronto Marlies. Played back into the zone now. Coughlan working on the puck. Puck is played back through the neutral zone into the offensive zone for the Toronto Titans. Tie up at the boards near the bench area. Battle for the puck. Coughlan battling for it there. Brooks out there. Working back into the zone, and finally that one's just going to be covered up there. Siciliano as well has got quite a few minutes in this game, playing on that strong line with Mitchell Brooks. It's going to be the Weiermeyer line coming out now, trying to push the draw forwards. Enough to gain possession momentarily. Weiermeyer, Petrovsky out there trying to clear the puck out. Finally he will. Downey as well. That play is just going to get past him there, trying to cut off a neutral zone trap. The Toronto Marlies are able to find their way through. Now back out to center ice as the Titans clear. Costanzo is just going to go ahead and cover that one up. And we'll get another whistle, little extracurricular activities for Bertucci.
Yeah, Bertucci and Downey getting into it, and Downey's a guy whose teammates will rave about. He's a very hard worker, a guy that is great to have in the room. He's going to stick up for his teammates, and you know he's not afraid to get his boys fired up as well. As maybe that's what he's trying to do there. And in doing so, it looks like Bertucci and Downey are both going to be spending time in the box with offsetting minors for the rough stuff in front of Costanzo's net.
Yeah, and Downey's known as a player. He's an unselfish guy. Coaches love him. Does whatever the coach says, and well, he might not have said to do particularly that on the penalty, but it was coincidental minors. Puck is played back around, thrown behind the net into the corner now. Played back out in front. Petrovsky keeps it in. Now it's played to the middle once again. Costanzo, and watches that one trickle high over the net. Sandu. Working the puck through the middle. Puck is chipped back in. Marcelo Giorgi out there as well now for the Marlies. Little backhand pass, almost a dangerous one right in their own zone by Sandu. Throwing back around Petrovsky. Flicks that puck out through center all the way down the ice. Francesco Deleche touches that one up, and we'll get another whistle.
Play stop for a high stick. Man, Zachary Sandu, very, very impressive so far in this game on the back end. He's got a lot of talent. He knows where he's supposed to be, and you can see there, he broke up a play and then set up a play going the other way through the neutral zone. Not necessarily a guy that people rave about all the time, but he does all the little things right. And as a defenseman who doesn't receive the ice time like a Bertucci does, especially when Bertucci's in the box, it's important for him to play the way that he needs to play.
Im gets it in the corner, plays give and go with his teammate, now has to turn back in his own zone. Im, nice job to stay on the puck, gets it all the way back down, just about turned over. Michael Im, throwing back through center, now on the defensive side of things. Toronto's going to get going the other way, fires a pass to the middle of the net. Great defensive play there by Siciliano as well. Puck thrown to the middle, and Ethan Kowach gets it right in the breadbasket, makes a save.
The ref coming around, asking him if he's okay. Bit of an awkward save there as the puck comes up near the mask and maybe up into the shoulder as well. They're making sure that he's all right.
And you got to check that mask as well. Make sure none of those straps come off. You don't want that falling off during the play, but Kowach has been solid. You see the 2 goals. Not particularly his fault on either one of those goals. He's made some fantastic saves. I guess you maybe had a bone to pick with the backhand shot that got by him, but Coughlan is known for having a bit of a sneaky release, and it won't be the last time we see a goal like that off the stick of Coughlan for the Marlies. Puck played back out the other way. Chipped in. Gilmore is going to fire that one all the way down the ice. Now it's put back the other way. Marlies have a couple guys in the offensive zone. Grisolia and a battle there in front of the net with Gilmore. Back out once again. Grisolia working his way to the middle, trying to find a man. Hagiwara was down low. They've played well together today. Back out through center. Speed there. Denver Barkey trying to get his way to the middle. Down in the corner once again, battle for the puck. Right back out in front, looking for a pass. Not quite there. Puck flipped up, and that one's going to go just by of Ethan Kowach. I didn't even need to see number 93 there. You see Denver Barkey, boy, is he ever quick. And you can tell who that is on the ice pretty much every time as Coughlan takes it back the other way. Already has a goal in this game on Kowach. Puck is fired around the boards. Chipped up, back the other way. Throwing back through the middle. Trying to get by a couple guys or the forwards of the Toronto Marlies, but the defense holding Sean Petrovsky has that one go past him all the way back down the ice. Sandu chips that one back out through center ice. Working into the middle now, shot there, and Kowach might have been cheating past a little bit there, but he made the save either way. Sandu is going to watch that one go all the way back down the ice, and that is going to be an icing call.
You'd mentioned Barkey. He sticks out on the ice because he's not necessarily the biggest guy, but as you said, that speed is such a tremendous asset of his. And these Toronto Titans can roll out a line unlike any other. You get Weiermeyer, you get Barkey, and you can put Brooks on there as well. And sometimes Terrence will play in that spot for Brooks. They create a lot of havoc in the offensive zone because they're all so quick, they're all so skilled, and they can find their shots from pretty much anywhere.
Yeah, and KOUKOUVES kind of subs in and out on that line as well, depending on whether it's a power play or not. But yeah, they play great together, and they got good chemistry on the ice. But you know, that's a line. It's certainly not the top line of the Titans, but it's a good one, and it's a reliable one as well. They're consistent, hard-working. Puck played back. Grisolia. That one's tipped off his stick. Michael Lim working it in, throws it up through center ice all the way down, just past Kowach for an icing. So Some tired legs out there. Another defensive zone draw for the Toronto Marlies, who will have to win this one and try and get a line change. Colby Barlow on the ice, and the Weiermeyer line is coming out as well. Yeah, it's Brooks out there on that line right now. Brooks has it in the corner, trying to generate some offense. Brooks, Downey, and Weiermeyer. So a bit of a shuffle, I guess, this time. Throwing back to the point. Right in front, and Downey was just going to let that one go. Maybe going for a screen there, and Costanzo's hot after that. Downey clipped him on the way by, but that's just the way he's going to play. You're going to see that a lot from Downey.
Oh yeah, and you can see Costanzo, he popped up, maybe looked like he was ready to do something, but I think about halfway through his motion, he thought a little bit better of it, and maybe he realized that his defender, Michael Lim, had pushed Downey into him, but still tried to plead his case with the referee. Alas, there won't be a call for either side. We'll stay 5-on-5, but man, it's fun to watch those guys who get down into the dirty area in front of the net and can really be an agitator for those goaltenders.
Hagiwara wins the draw. Bertucci has a back pass through the center of the ice. It gets by everyone, but it's chipped off, I guess, a stick there. Petrovsky has to carry it back the other way, looking for his defense partner, Zuchet. Weiermeyer working on the puck, trying to find his way over the blue line. Chipped up once again. Weiermeyer is cut off again by Petrovsky. Taking a look the other way, all the way back down behind the net. Weiermeyer. Shot to the middle, and it's blocked well out in front of the net. Puck tied up, thrown into the corner. Downey, the agitator, finding his way back out through center. Now is going to play the point, and well, the puck's pinned at the boards. Titans are going to get a partial line change, but now there's a whistle.
And the whistle blown there. You mentioned Downey, a tremendous agitator, and even after that little run-in with Costanzo, he was right back to the front of the net the next time he was on the ice, wasting no time. Because a player like that, I mentioned before, the compete level on this team is so high that, you're not going to knock him off of his game. He's going to do what he needs to do regardless of how you feel about it. And that's why coaches love him, because he can do so many different things for you.
Face-off is won by Grisolia, I want to say, but it's chipped back out through center ice. The Marlies will clear their own zone, but it's brought back in once again by the Titans. Marlies now taking it out through center. Right to the middle. Shot there. That one just goes wide of Kowach. Grisolia in the corner battling for the puck. He's got a couple guys draped on him. Grisolia throws a nice pass across and a sharp angle try. Coughlan trying to whack that puck to the front of the net, and smartly Petrovsky is just going to whip that puck down the ice, sensing the danger coming in there.
Not going to get a line change, but sometimes when in doubt, get it out, and that's all that matters. And you might have some tired legs out there, but it's better than giving up a scoring chance. You hope that your forward can win the draw for you, and you can get the puck over center before getting a line change.
Yeah, I guess there's an argument about what is the right or wrong play there, but certainly not firing that puck all the way out could have been an even bigger problem, as it would have been an offensive zone opportunity. So the puck is played back once again, chipped up through the neutral zone. Titans on the attack, working it into the corner. Still on the puck, collision in the center of the ice. Robinson went down. That one, pad save there by Costanzo. Might have just got a toe on that one. Weiermeyer throws it across. Right to the middle. Costanzo pad save. Another one in front of the net, and a couple great saves by Costanzo. The Titans still pressuring right back out in front. 2 saves by Costanzo. Where's the puck? It's covered up, and we get a whistle.
And DeLecce wasting no time. Right after the whistle, laying down his man, and KOUKOUVES feeling the wrath of DeLecce out in front of the net. And it's been obvious so far that the Titans aren't afraid to get into that area, but they're going to take some heat for it, that's for sure.
4:44 to go here in the second period. Then we get a flood in the third period. 2-2 game. Shots are 13-7 so far. Face-off is scramble. Castagna couldn't win that one. Played into the corner. Michael Lim is going to go chase that one down, trying to clear it out, trying to will the puck out of the zone. As Costanzo wisely plays that in front of the net, and it was just about turned over. Bertucci's going to join the rush and come back the other way. Cut off in the neutral zone. Titans have it once again. It's just a hard play there in the corner as Michael Im waits for the puck. Now he gets it. Turning in the corner. Im loses a man, dumps it up the boards, can't get it out. Back into the corner. Michael Im throws it around the boards, too far for Bertucci. Down in the corner. Costanzo just plays that puck out. Bertucci looking for an open man. Finds Im. Im throws it up the boards once again. Finally, not quite out yet, but possession. McDonnell flying in the neutral zone. Kind of a non-factor in this game. One of the top players for the Toronto Marlies. Throwing out through center. Down low, battle for it in the corner. Played back out to the point and taken the other way by the Marlies. Shot there. Oh my goodness, right off the goal post. Crossbar and down as that shot was just whipped on net. And surprised Koukouves. All the way back down the ice. Playing it around the boards, Denver Barkey. Plays it out to the far wing, pass is received there. Working into the corner, save there by Costanzo. Kicks it away a couple of times. Zachary Sandu working on a man, throwing back to the front of the net. And right across the crease area, but not too dangerous there for Costanzo as it's played back at center ice. Petrovsky working the puck across. Flicks one up. Working in the corner, Steven. Now gets it down low. Played back once again, Steven. Throws it up, a breakout pass, but just too far for the forward there. Steven has that puck flip right over his head once again. Costanzo will just gonna play that behind his own net. Throwing up the wing now. Back into the zone. Opportunity now for the Titans. Steven trying to cut off that passing lane. The puck was flipped right across the crease, but no one was there to connect with that one. Through center ice, across the red line. 2-on-1. Played to the middle. Backhand pass. Colby Barlow just about found Grasolia. But it stays out of the net, and another heads-up save there by Koukouves. Taken down man on man into the corner. Michael Im once again waiting for that puck. Robinson's in there battling for it. Castagna down low. Weiermeyer was hoping for that pass, but it hit the side of the net. Throwing back to the point now. Shot there. Weiermeyer. Oh, he deflected that one. Thought that one might have tickled some twine, but it was just outside the far post. Throwing in down low. Behind the net now. Working on it. Denver Barkey. Or Robinson was working on it down low. Now it's passed all the way back out. Castagna once again will just play that behind his own net. Throwing right out through center ice. And we're going to get a whistle. So we've seen a couple games here, Liam. Which one of these players do you think is ready to go at the next level?
I'll take one guy from each team here, and we'll start with the Titans. I really think Mitchell Brooks has been everywhere. I mean, he's not necessarily the flashiest player, but I feel like defensively, he's already got that side of the game down, and we've seen how important he can be to the way that the Titans run their offense. And then on the other side, I'm going to go a bit off the board here, not necessarily one of the top prospects. Francesco De Lecce, the defenseman for the Toronto Marlies, I think has been very, very solid, because for me, if you're looking for a true defensive defenseman, you want a guy that you don't necessarily notice every night on the play, because he's so solid at what he does. He's not making mistakes, not giving the puck away. That is hard to teach, and a guy that already understands that is a really, really good asset for a coach to have.
Yeah, and a guy you don't think about too often, Ryan Nichols as well, one of those guys. Christopher Grasolia, Angus McDonnell, Colby Barlow, all top prospects on the side of the Toronto Marlies. Face off here, and it's won and shot all the way back down wide of Koukouves. I guess that's another guy as well. If you're thinking on the goalie side of things, he's played great. One of the top goalies in the GTHL.
And he's definitely shown the ability, and we mentioned before, the only question is that consistency. And you know, when you get up to the higher level, that's going to come under the microscope even more. So you wonder if maybe as he plays a couple more games here, and as we get deeper into the season, if that consistency is something that he can iron out and really make that reliable everyday starter a part of his game.
Yeah, Joseph Costanzo has played well this game as well. Another guy who could probably have an impact. He's got the 6'1" frame, which is always a desirable attribute. Just a level of consistency, I think, for him as well, as the puck is played back behind the net. Throwing across, D-to-D, shot fired on. Costanzo makes the save. Edward Downey, another guy in this game who's been impressive, and you know, it's not always the most effective attribute to be an agitator in front of the net, but this game he's really helped his team.
I mean, you've seen in the course of NHL history, there's always room for guys like that. I'm reminded of Brendan Gallagher, not a guy who's necessarily one of the biggest dudes on the ice, but he knows how to use his size effectively, and he gets under the opponent's skin.
Yeah, I was thinking of Gallagher as well when we saw that play earlier, as Grasoli is going to take that puck out. End of the second period, 2-2 tie between the Toronto Marlies and the Toronto Titans. Liam, break down what we saw here in this second.
Well, I mean, it's a bit of a back and forth, and off the top we had mentioned that both teams are capable both offensively and defensively. The shot total favors the Titans, but I think both goaltenders have been solid, and after a couple of early penalties, I think the teams were able to rein it in, and maybe that comes from the bench. We're set up for an exciting third, there's no doubt about that.
Yeah, I love that goal from Denver Barkey as well. Nice pass to the front of the net, but Denver Barkey, forehand and then backhand, and wow, just about no chance for Costanzo between the pipes as he was able to just elevate that puck off his shoulder. And when you're a little guy, most of the time you got to be quick and you got to have good hands, and Barkey has both of those in abundance as the puck is flicked out through the neutral zone. Underway here in the third period, 2-2 tie between the Marlies and the Titans. Played back to the middle, shot there, that one's just wide of the net. Kowach may have got a blocker on that. Either way, it stays out of the net. Blocker saved by Kowach again. Played back behind the net. Battle for it there. Hagiwara and Petrovsky just going to go ahead and take that one away. Throwing back behind the net again. All the way around. Chance to clear for the Titans. They will. Through center ice, and Downey's just going to smack that puck into the corner with about a minute gone here in the third period. Through center once again. Working into the zone are the Marlies. Trying to find a bit of space, gets past the neutral zone trap, and a deflection right out in front of that. Just about dangerous for Kowach as he saw that puck going wide. Slap shot from the point, blocked by Barkey. Taking it back the other way. Backhand pass, what a nice play there to find a forward. Puck is tied up and taken away once again. Almost a chance for a breakaway play there, but thought better of it. Played behind the net, shot to the middle. Kowach makes the save.
Man, do you think the rhetoric on the bench was to come out firing? That's already 4 shots we've seen from the Marlies. They were a little bit quiet in those first 2 periods, which is different from the game we're used to seeing them play. They like to pump the puck on net, and I think that the coach, Richard Powers, might have indicated that the shot total wasn't in their favor, and it looks like so far they're trying to change that.
Yeah, and a hard-working team in the Toronto Titans as well. It's kind of indicative of their coach, Darcy Tucker. Behind the net, Robinson. Knocked off the puck by Castagna. Throwing out through center ice, but taken away once again by the Titans. Turning back the other way. D-to-D pass. Backhand. Zuchet. Robinson down low. Battle for it in the corner once again. One team looking to come away with it. Tied up at the boards. Finally taken back the other way as Colby Barlow will work with the puck in the corner. Drops it off for a man, Castagna I should say. Throwing back through center ice. Puck is wired around the boards. Throwing it through center. Full line change for both teams as we get a whistle. Denver Barkey continuing to play well this game. He has the goal, but there's block shots, traffic in front of the net, good defensive plays to get back. And he's been an impact player in this 2-2 tie in the third period. Not too much time left, 12 minutes to go. And a reminder as well, this game does have the potential to end in a tie. As a breakaway there, almost turned over. Good defensive play there by Petrovsky. He turned it over, but he made up for it. He's going to have another nice defensive play, and he does. Goes wide of the net. Petrovsky, good stick, good size, fast skater. 2-on-1 opportunity here, but the pass was just a little bit too far. And KOUKOUVES has that one go wide. In the corner now. Behind the net, Downey. Played back through center. Marlies trying to clear, they do. Across the red line and finally worked down below the goal crease. Brendan Gilmore working on that puck there, playing with Petrovsky. Puck is fired all the way back down the ice. And another whistle.
And with 11 minutes to go here, it's going to be interesting to see if the game plan changes at all. I mean, it looked like the Marlies were going to try to put more pucks on net to come out of the gates, but since then it's kind of stopped and plays stagnated both ways. Some good defensive plays in the neutral zone.
Yeah, 11:27 to go in the third. Still a 2-2 tie. The offense has really simmered down a little bit as a deflection in front of the net. That one just goes wide. That's been a problem for the Marlies so far in this game. A lot of shots just haven't hit the net, which obviously makes it very difficult to score. No knock on Kowach, though. He has been fantastic in this game when he's needed to be, but the shot's not on goal means no rebound and no second opportunity as well. As the puck is played through the neutral zone and getting clipped in the middle of the ice there was Colby Barlow, but good to see him get up quickly from that one. Barlow working it back into the zone, trying to fight for that puck in the corner down below the goal crease. Thrown around, chipped out through center. Chance here, offensive zone opportunity, as that shot's going to be fired high and wide. It looks like it went off a stick of a defender in front of the net. That was Denver Barkey. Working the puck in the corner. Barkey trying to cut that one off, and he's blown by there. But they're going to be able to gain the zone once again. Robinson coughs that one up. Puck flipped through the middle. Barkey chasing it down in the corner. Trying to grab that loose puck. Can't quite do it. Marlies playing keep away right here, but in their own zone. Through center ice, they stay on side. Stevens. Steven works it around. Or Bertucci. Back out through center ice. Coughlan had that one just go by him. Ping-ponging back and forwards here in the neutral zone. 10 minutes to go in the third period. A goal would really change the momentum of this game if someone can get one, but they got to get something to the front of the net. Lazaris is going to work that one in for the Titans. All the way back down behind the net. Now Lazaris will chase it into the corner. KOUKOUVES. Back the other way. Reversed. Kept in the zone by the Marlies on a turnover. Shot there. And fantastic play by Coughlan. And he's turned aside by Kowach.
An interesting play by Petrovsky there. And you wonder if he's got caught at the end of the shift because he dove for the play, and a guy like that, you'd wonder if maybe with such a long stick he'd be better off staying on his feet and trying to take it away. He kind of dove aimlessly towards his goaltender in an attempt to cut that passing lane off.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that you can get away with on the ice when you have his kind of size and he has the skill. I mean, he's turned the puck over a couple times this game, but it hasn't hurt him because he's been able to make a fantastic defensive play to get back on that, but you eliminate those turnovers, and boys, is he ever a force, and especially in this game. Offensive potential as well. Georgie trying to work that puck in. McDonnell in there as well. Played into the corner now by the Titans. Throwing out in front of the net kind of aimlessly, though, as Im is just going to deflect that one all the way back down the ice. Under 9 minutes now to go in the third period. Throwing up through center. Back into the zone. It's going to come behind the net of Kowach. Trying to play it back to the point, but will reverse the puck down low. A battle for it in front of the net. That one just kicked right out in front, and Weiermeyer is going to take advantage of that one, come back the other way. Weiermeyer fires a shot. Rebound in front, trying to get back into his crease now is Costanzo. He will. Behind the net, Michael Lim controls the play. Throws that one out up the boards. Colby Barlow picks it up through center, working his way through the middle. Barlow fires a shot. That one's well wide. All the way around the boards, trying to pinch in at the line is the defender there of the Toronto Marlies. Throwing back behind the net. All the way back out through center. In the neutral zone, controlled by the Marlies. Puck is going to be flipped up the boards once again. And Gilmore will fire that back the other way. Downey, and that one goes past him all the way over to Kowach, who covers it up.
Been some messy play from both teams. Hasn't really been a ton of sustained pressure or sustained offense from either side. Some bouncing pucks, some banging bodies, and I mean, you wonder at what point does an opportunity present itself from either team when the play is really ground to a halt here and neither side can generate momentum.
Yeah, there's been some tips in front of the net which seem to have potential, but nothing on net in dangerous scoring areas. We saw right at the beginning of the game, players were getting right to the front of the net, getting in really dirty areas of the ice. Is another shot. That one's going to go well wide of the net. Throwing back to the point once again. Puck, again, well wide of the net. Fired back around. Siciliano was defending in the corner. Now he'll leave it for Zuchet, who fires that one up the middle. Lazarus out there again for the Toronto Titans. 6:55 to go here in the third period. Not much time left in the game. If someone wants to grab a hold of this game, it's up for the taking as the puck is taken to the corner, fired to the middle, and a deflection off a defender. That one just went by Kowach, but it's into the corner. We got to get another whistle.
And a good offensive rush, an individual opportunity there. It looked like Barlow, and that's one of the things that you need to focus on for Barlow because he's very good on the right side of the ice, but it's a question of when he goes to the left side as a left-handed shot, how much offense can he create? We've seen him break into the zone like that a couple times, but when he's put the puck on, nothing has really been generated, and I'm not sure if that's a result of his teammates not being in the right spot or just strong defensive play. And well, it looks like here the Toronto Titans are going to be playing the next 2 minutes or less. 4-on-5.
Yeah, that's why Barlow loves the power play so much, right? He can play on that right side, and he has that one-time shot, which he loves to take, and he's got a good one as well as play is tied up in the corner. See if the Titans can kill off this penalty opportunity for the Marlies as well, who haven't played fantastic of late, but this is a chance to turn the momentum around. A goal could win it. Puck played all the way back down the ice. McDonnell killing the penalty here. Or on the power play, I should say. Castagna in the front of the net. Rebound in front, and just about a chance for Petrovsky, who decided to join the rush and trying to get back into the play there was Ethan Robinson. As you saw, Petrovsky was gone. His defense partner said, hey, you got to get back, and that's exactly what happens. Robinson forces the puck back to the point. Shot to the middle. Petrovsky's going to go collect it, try and clear it out. Backhand shot. Doesn't quite get out. Coughlan was there to try and keep that one in. Now it's at the point. Francesco Deleche there. Coughlan makes a move. Tries to turn back around. This will be another chance to clear as it's fired hard off the boards, but at a tough angle, so it won't get quite all the way down the ice. Enough for a line change as we see Chase Coughlan come off, give way for Grasolia on this power play unit as the Marlies try to set up. Pate played back into the zone, down low. Taken out once again, Deleche. We'll try and set this power play up. Throws it back for a man. Grasolia. Bringing that puck in, Grasolia fires a puck off a stick, high and wide, offensive zone draw for the Marlies.
There'll be about 17 seconds left on this man advantage, and I mean, you'd notice Petrovsky on both ends of the ice there. He set himself up on the penalty kill in the offensive zone, but in front of his own net, he was pushing people around. I mean, you can see him in the picture right there, center of your screen. He's easily the biggest guy on the ice at all times, and I mean, he makes that presence felt in more ways than one.
Yeah, and especially on that net front drive as well. Risky play to do on the power play, but he's got the speed to get back. And Robinson covered for him. He got back and, no harm done, and it was almost a goal on his end, shorthanded from a defender. That's not something you see every day as the puck is fired high and wide there of Kowach again. Played into the corner. Gilmore working the puck out. Finds it into the end of the Marlies. Shot is blocked there, and it's tied up in the corner once again. Not much going on that power play. Breaking into the zone once again. Kowach makes a nice save there. Colby Barlow was racing down the middle of the ice. Not the guy you want to see on a breakaway, but it was a partial break, as it was a good defensive play by Petrovsky, who may just play the rest of this game, as he has been on the ice a lot. The puck is brought back behind the net. Bertucci fires one cross seam pass through the middle of the ice. It's turned over. KOUKOUVES fires it in. Neutral zone again. Marlies heading northward across the blue line. Shot is fired. Pad save there. Kowach. Battle in the corner. Trying to get something to the front of the net, but now the Titans have possession. Weiermeyer into the corner. Nice move there. Trying to get the puck to the front of the net. And Weiermeyer just about had a nice little move to tuck it past Costanzo there, but credit to him. Big hit at the boards there. Castagna just bowled over his man, and Siciliano. Played back around. Angus McDonnell working it in the defensive zone. Usually an offensive threat in these games. Not too much in this game. Nice job by the Titans to shut him down as a play to the middle. A ton of bodies collide. Nothing comes of it though. McDonnell keeping the puck in the zone. Now it's fired up in the air. Thrown back the other way through the neutral zone. McDonnell's on it once again. All the way into the far corner. Looking for a man to pass to. Instead decides just to dump that one behind the net. McDonnell works it down low. Castagna is in front. Castagna on it once again. Zachary Sandu fires one to the middle. Rebound in front. Georgie was there, and the defenseman just fired that one high. Castagna gets knocked off the puck there. Kowach was on his backside for a moment. Now he's back up. That puck just went wide of the net. 2:14 to go. Real pressure here from the Marlies. They're not on the power play anymore. Georgie parked himself in front of the net. Puck all the way back. Maybe looking for a little give and go play. That one's far and wide, and that one's just going to go on the blocker side there of Kowach. Back to the point. Open shot. Fired, and Kowach makes the save again. Certainly did not see that one, but it hit him. Kept in at the line by the Marlies again, but they're just going to go off for a line change as that one was offside.
Man, oh man. And for so much of that third period, we saw it end-to-end, not a ton of sustained pressure, and then all of a sudden, the Marlies are able to keep the puck in with some really good battles along the boards. They create a ton of scoring chances. You can see that shot total at 16-12 for the Toronto Titans. A really good effort there from the Toronto Marlies.
There has been the offensive opportunities, but I get the low number for the Marlies for sure, as a lot of pucks have just sailed wide there on Ethan Kowach. And he hasn't been tested particularly a lot, but he's made a lot of good saves. Puck is through the neutral zone, cutting into the zone. The Titans on an offensive attack. Brooks is now in there with KOUKOUVES, and, well, it should be Weiermeyer as well on that line. Puck played down low, battle for it in the corner just below the goal line. 1:17 to go in the period. Play is going to come through the neutral zone all the way into the offensive zone for the Toronto Marlies now. Played behind the net. Kowach watches that one go just wide. Looking for an outlet pass, but it's going to be forced right back into the corner once again. 58 seconds. Last minute of play here. 2-2 tie between the Toronto Marlies and the Toronto Titans. Nathaniel Adams, good shift. Puck played all the way around, and that one's going to come out past the red line. Going to retrieve it are the defenders of the Toronto Marlies. Forwards will get a change. Puck is flipped back in. Marlies trying to continue the pressure, see if they can't get in the offensive zone. Still time for a couple more rushes left in this game. Puck flipped out to the neutral zone once again. Still a 2-2 tie. 2-on-1 opportunity. Right to the middle. Shot there. Oh, we just put it wide. Costanzo with another big save once again. Deleche working it. 20 seconds to go in the third. That was a great opportunity for the Titans. Now they have another one right in front, and Costanzo will reach behind him, cover it up. 15 seconds to go in the third.
And Denver Barkley's going to be kicking himself there. A couple of really nice passes going cross seam as the Titans broke into the Marlies' end, and you can see Barkley just got the heel of his stick on that shot, and he looked skyward as he noticed that Costanzo was able to move his body across right to left to take away the shot. And it was a really good effort, and you wonder if that'll be the last chance for either side.
Slap shot from the point, gloved there. Costanzo was, no way he was going to fire that one out at that point in the game. Yeah, but Barkey was the most recent goal scorer way back in the second period, and right in the same spot of the ice too.
Yeah, and smart players know where they make their money, and he's been there a couple times, and so far he's been rewarded once, looking for another.
Final 10 seconds. Im is going to step up. That's a good play there. Chips it all the way down the ice. Maybe chance for one more shot. Kouach will push that one aside. And it's a 2-2 tie between the Toronto Marlies and the Toronto Titans as we take a look of our end of game summary. Liam, what did we see today?
I mean, we saw the penalty minutes come fast and early, but since then they kind of slowed down as both teams really ground each other to a halt. Not a ton of scoring in that third period, some easy chances, but I think the big storyline for both teams is going to be the inefficiency in the offensive zone. A lot of pucks put towards the net that don't end up actually hitting the goaltenders, and I mean, that's evident in the low shot total.
So it was an offensive show early on, but it ends in a 2-2 tie. The Toronto Titans and the Toronto Marlboros. From Thomas West and Liam Crothers, we'll see you next time.